Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a massive technological shift that is quite literally happening right under our noses. Look, I get it. For a lot of people, artificial intelligence is a major source of anxiety. But honestly, it doesn't have to be. In this Explainer, we're going to look at exactly how you can pivot from fearing AI to actually leveraging it for massive, unprecedented success. We're breaking down the data, the trends, and the exact strategies the most forward-thinking builders are using right now. To set the stakes right out of the gate, take a look at this striking quote from Elon Musk. He says, there's a high chance that we enter in what's called a K-shaped economy within 5 years. So what does this actually mean? Basically, a massive economic divide is happening right now. The economy is splitting into two totally different trajectories. And where you end up on that K, well, that depends entirely on how you respond to this exact moment. The brutal reality of this K-shaped split really just boils down to assets versus paychecks. People who depend solely on a traditional paycheck, trading their time for a fixed hourly rate or a salary, they're on that downward curve. They're going to get poorer. But on the flip side, the people on the upward curve are using AI as a powerful asset. I mean, we are literally living in a world where a 17-year-old with a laptop and the right AI tools can do the work that took 50 full-time employees just 5 years ago. Those people, they are going to get massively richer. The barrier to entry has simply never been lower. So to get you out of the danger zone and onto the offensive, we've got a really clear 4-part plan. We're looking at 1, the AI replacement wave. 2, adopting AI-first thinking. 3, selling impossible outcomes. And 4, selling to AI agents.
Okay, let's dive right into this with part 1, the AI replacement wave. We're looking at 3 brutal realities of how AI is taking over. We absolutely need to establish exactly how this replacement is happening out there in the market. Because listen, this isn't science fiction, and it's not some wild prediction for next decade. It is happening right now. There are exactly 3 categories of how AI is replacing the old way of doing things. First up, it replaces people. One single person using AI can easily do the work of 5 who don't. If someone walks into a company and outproduces 5 of their peers, those 5 jobs, they're gone. Second, AI replaces entire departments. Things like bookkeeping, customer support, basic content creation. AI can just handle the whole function end-to-end without a human in the loop. The job still exists, but humans just aren't doing it. And third, honestly the most brutal category, AI replaces entire businesses. Translation agencies, basic tax prep, entry-level design shops. AI doesn't just do it cheaper, it completely removes the need for that business model. And hey, if you think you're safe because you're a highly specialized veteran or some incredible artist, well, history shows that AI might not replace you directly, but someone using AI absolutely will. We can easily anchor this technological threat in history because history always rhymes, right? Just think about these older analog businesses. The radio industry absolutely refused to believe television was the future. Newspapers totally denied the internet. Blockbuster was convinced streaming was just a fad that wouldn't catch on, while Netflix effectively just said, "Watch me." Every single time, choosing to protect the old, comfortable way of doing business instead of self-disrupting, it leads straight to bankruptcy. So you really have to ask yourself, are you stubbornly protecting your old way of working, or are you looking forward to the new wave?
Which brings us to part 2, adopting AI-first thinking. This is all about moving from defense to offense.
You see, the winners in this new economy, they don't play defense. They don't just hide under their desks and hope the technology magically goes away. They actively disrupt their own processes before someone else does it for them. To do that, you've got to use first principles thinking. You basically grab a blank piece of paper, approach your work with a totally blank slate, and ask yourself, if I had 0 career right now and I had to build my current role from scratch today using only AI, how would I do it? Seriously, imagine a competitor with 10 times more AI experience than you, and figure out exactly how they would put you out of business. Okay, let's get really practical here. Now, what's really interesting here is this highly actionable 4-step audit you can run on yourself or your team literally today. Step 1, write down your weekly workflows, every single unique little task. Step 2, ask what part of those workflows AI could handle if you were starting from scratch right now. Step 3, aggressively replace those tasks with AI. Make it dig through your emails, do your initial research, draft your documents. And step 4, the absolute ultimate goal. Focus all of your remaining time entirely on human-only tasks. Notice the stark contrast in where your energy should actually be going. You want to avoid the stuff that's easy for computers now. All the researching, the scheduling, the basic writing, let the machine do it. Instead, you need to double down on things computers find incredibly hard. feelings, nuance, negotiation, and building real human connection. AI is basically just freeing up your time from the mundane stuff so you can focus 100% on high-value human interaction. That is how you win.
Moving right along to part 3, selling impossible outcomes, going way beyond commoditized AI wrappers.
Okay, so now that we've completely rethought how we work, we need to shift our focus to what we sell. Because let's be real, if you're just selling basic AI chatbots or little automated calling tools, consider this a warning. Those are going to be completely commoditized within the next 18 months. Everyone is rushing to build those exact same things. The real money isn't in doing old things a little bit cheaper. It's in selling results that literally could not exist before AI. You got to ask, what can you offer right now, where the cost structure, the massive data complexity, or just the technical feasibility was previously impossible? You see, you aren't even competing with anyone if the thing you're selling didn't even exist until you built it.
And this brilliantly illustrates that exact point. A tiny, 2-person AI venture studio recently hit a $1 million revenue run rate in just a few weeks. Think about that, $1 million. They didn't have massive venture funding, they didn't have some giant, complicated data infrastructure, and they didn't even have an office. Just one business lead and one technical lead, using AI to solve a problem that was technically unfeasible just a couple of years ago. So how on earth do you actually find those $1 million opportunities? In a world where AI can build almost anything, the hardest part is actually knowing what to build. It's really a sequencing problem. So just follow this matrix. First, go find a painful, hair-on-fire type of problem. Second, interview the competitors who are currently trying to fix it. Third, ask how AI could do it exponentially better or way faster. And fourth, this is absolutely critical, pre-sell the idea before you build a single thing. Pitch it like it already exists and see if anyone actually pulls out their credit card. If they don't, congrats, you just saved yourself months of wasted development time.
Finally, let's get into part 4, selling to AI agents. This is the massive, hidden shift of the next decade.
All right, so you've optimized how you work and you've optimized what you sell. But there is a massive, somewhat hidden shift happening right now. The transition from human buyers to autonomous software buyers. To wrap our heads around this, we need to clarify what an AI agent actually is. It's an AI-powered program that doesn't just sit there and chat with you. It actually makes autonomous decisions, uses tools, and spends real money based on a budget that you give it. Think about this crazy example. Recently, a developer had 13 different software tools and APIs purchased and completely set up by an AI agent in just 10 days. The AI went out, found the best tools, signed up, and bought them. Literally zero human involvement in the buying process.
The scale of this shift is just staggering. McKinsey is projecting this will be a $3 to $5 trillion, yes, trillion with a T, dollar market by 2030. Within a year or two, people simply aren't going to shop for themselves online for a vast majority of services. Their personal AI agents will go out, find, compare, and buy on their behalf. So you are no longer just selling to humans, you absolutely must prepare to sell to machines.
And hey, if you're sitting there thinking this is still decades away, let me stop you right there. Major companies are already laying down the tracks. Coinbase, for example, one of the largest crypto exchanges out there, is currently building what they call an agentic wallet. This is a digital wallet built specifically so that AI agents can manage funds and spend money completely autonomously. This isn't some futuristic sci-fi concept. It's actively being deployed right now.
This paradigm shift completely changes how you have to present your business online. Just look at how a human views a website versus how a machine views it. Take vendor A. They have a gorgeous website, cool fancy animations, kind of vague marketing copy, and a standard contact us for a quote form. Well, an AI agent literally cannot buy from vendor A. It doesn't understand vague flowery copy, and it certainly can't sit there and negotiate through a contact form. But then look at vendor B. They have clear, structured offers, totally transparent, simple pricing, and one-click token access. An AI agent can read vendor B's site, compare it to 10 competitors in half a second, and make a purchase instantly.
So the crucial point is, how do you actually prepare for this? Go look at your landing pages today. You absolutely must use plain, structured terms for your offer. You need to clearly list out your pricing and exact turnaround times. You've got to make all your data easily scannable for these agents, and frankly, you need to ditch the fancy website effects. The AI agent doesn't care about your cool parallax scrolling, it cares about structured, easily readable data. I know, getting your business ready for AI agents right now might feel incredibly early. But being early is exactly where the big money is. Recognizing the trend line and getting there before anyone else is how we win in today's market. Think about what it was like being early to the internet in 1999,
or mining Bitcoin back in 2009. That is the exact same monumental opportunity staring you in the face with AI agents right now. Which brings us to the most important part of this entire explainer. We've gone through the replacement wave, first principles thinking, selling impossible outcomes, and gearing up for AI agents. But look, information without execution is totally useless. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative question. What is the one thing you are going to take action on today? Disrupt yourself before the market inevitably does it for you. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer, and go build something amazing.